Hello YouTube, this Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. It's time again for the knife of the day. Usually I just record Monday through Friday, but this just came in the mail. Yeah. It's one of the new Spydercos I've been drooling about. It's one of the two prestige knives that Spyderco highlighted in their catalog. The other knife by Peter Rizzenti, this one is the brand new first ever collaboration with Dmitry Sinkovich. It's the Spyderco Drunken. The Spyderco Drunken. How many people do you think will be calling it the Spyderco Sinkovich? I've been waiting for this for so long. I only have 4 ZT knives, zero tolerance knives, and all 4 of them are collaborations with Dmitry Sinkovich and Dmitry Sinkovich Designs. This, the Spyderco Drunken, is taken from the Sinkovich custom knife Drunken. And man, they did a lot with this knife. And they may have avoided one of the problems that they had with other prestige knives in the past couple of years. And we'll talk about that as we go through this knife. Oh, I'm excited to have this in my hand. This is the part of the year when Spyderco starts releasing all of their new knives, all of the knives you've been drooling over and hearing about. And everyone's been talking about the Drunken. So let's start with this blade. It is, to me, it reminds me of one of my favorite Spyderco knives. It's in my top 5, and that's the Spyderco Spydie Chef. Now I know it is a drop point knife, and the Spydie Chef has more of a belly, but I really love this shape of a blade. For me, for EDC, it just allows me to do everything. So I love that. It is a drop point blade. It has a bit of a belly. It is full flat grind, so it should be very good for slicing. And here's the thing that has gotten Spyderco in trouble when they've tried to do these high-profile knives. They cost a little more than their usual knives, and that's when it comes to blade steel. A lot of times Spyderco, to some people, ruin it by doing crucibles, you know, CPM S30V or S35VN steel. Well, this is S90V steel. It's CPM S90V steel. And I notice they're doing the same thing with the Paisan. Is it Paisan? With Peter Rizzenti's knife that'll be coming out later on as well. S90V steel, very nice steel, of course. I love S30V, and I'm a big Chris Reeve knife guy. And he always uses S35VN steel. I love that steel. But when you have a prestige knife, when you say it's something special, and there are so many different steels, and Spyderco uses a lot of varieties of steel, it's good to get it upgraded to S90V. So I'm happy for that. Ugh. 3.5-inch blade. It's not a small one. It's a real nice size for EDC. The total length of this knife, it's a good size, 8 inches. Barely over the 8-inch size. So it fits great in the hand. It's thin. It weighs real nice, real balanced. I'll talk a little bit about what Spyderco did to kind of keep the weight down. And the other thing that reminds me, and I'll bring back the Spidey Chef when we compare it to some knives, I love when Spyderco, look, this is not a flipper. And a lot of the Sinkoviches that I see from ZT are flippers. This is not a flipper. But I love the fact that Spyderco doesn't ruin the design. In this case, sometimes the big Spidey hole is fine, but I don't want them to ruin it by having that hole poke up. So you have it in a real nice flat profile, which I really love. The scales, well, carbon fiber on the show side, titanium on the back side. And it has titanium as a back spacer. Anodized blue. I love this blue color. The pivot anodized blue. The clip anodized blue. And this back spacer coming up and giving you a place for the lanyard. Bit of jimping, but it's smooth jimping. Now, both the carbon fiber and the titanium has this pattern that you can feel etched into it. That is the Sinkovich drunken pattern that plays through both the titanium and the carbon fiber. And that's where the knife gets its name, the drunken. It has a Chris Reeve integral frame lock. And here's one of the ways it really cut down, Spyderco really cut down on weight. There is an embedded liner with the carbon fiber that is skeletonized. See the holes in there. And then on the titanium part, they inserted a stainless steel, almost a honeycomb. There's more holes in it than support, but it's enough to really add strength to this titanium, but keep the weight down. 3.1 ounces, that's it. A little under 3.1 ounces for this knife. So they achieved their goal of keeping the weight down. The frame lock has stainless steel added to it. Remember, titanium lock against a steel blade. Steel wins, titanium wears down. So they have a stainless steel insert to make it last and to keep this lock from traveling. The clip, it is right hand tip up only. Right hand tip up only. And I love the pattern for the custom as you can get, right? For a production knife to cut down some of the weight. Again, only right hand tip up only. This has just come out of the box 5 minutes before I started. And oh, it feels so nice in the hand. It's funny. The picture showed the blade, but until I had it in my hand, I like this shape of blade. I love the low profile of the blade as well. And boy, it's a real nice knife. The knife of the day, the prestigious Spyderco Drunken. It is Dmitry Sinkovich's first collaboration with Spyderco, and oh, they came up with a doozy. Comparing it with the Spidey Chef, for size, as well as that blade, and of course a pair of military tools so you can get a good sense of the size. Perfect size, perfect weight. I love that design. There you have it, the knife of the day, the Spyderco Drunken. Don't forget to subscribe. Takes a couple of seconds. Hit that bell too. That way you won't miss any of the videos or when I start to trim my collection and sell them off to this channel. People watching the channel, you'll be subscribed. Hope you have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.